Ni pesa ngapi umelipwa as a pastor, Susan?
I think matters being paid, you cannot pay a pastor. Unakatanga gift. Ukipa birthday gift ama. So from it depends with the motive and also it depends with who. Yes. By saying niko na mtoto wa so and so, that does not really stop a wedding. Yes. So in terms of our watu kabisa wataoana. So we draw back and we get facts. And from my understanding, Joseph clearly said if the test is done na mtoto wake, yeye mwenyewe ameagree wedding haitaendelea. Na which I also agree. Na you know, from that angle I believe we are making a lot of sense.
Jose anajua mimba ni yake. Juu kama hajui hangeenda hospitali na mimi na andikisha majina yake. Kwa hivyo wacha kushinda ukisema ati ukisikia Jose akisema mtoto si wangu na wewe una join the chorus.
Kama mtu wa kanisa hustahili kuapproach ama kuwa na mpango wa kando ama kuwa na watu wawili na wewe huku unafanya harusi. Wakati nisikia hivyo mimi nikasema harusi haitafanyika, sababu hii ni kanisa. Tunafaa kusema na utakatifu, tunafaa kutoa kielelezo kizuri, tunafaa kufusa wale wengine ambao wanataka kupita katika hiyo doa. Kwa hivyo mimi nikasimama kidete ya kwamba harusi haitafanyika.
Cannot take it for granted. Love that you show me, I cannot deny.
It's becoming more and more interesting, and this time round it's with Hodari Homes. Kama uko pale manzina ungependa kuinvest kwa mambo ya mashamba, Hodari Homes si usema tujiamini manzina tuweze kuanza kuinvest. Ukiwa na 10,000 unaekelea kama deposit, na hizi zingine unalipa tu mdogo mdogo. Kila mwezi unaekelea ka 10, mwezi mwingine unaweza ekelea hata ka 20 kulingana na uwezo wako. Hodari Homes tuko na mashamba yetu pale maeneo ya Rumuruti. Rumuruti pale place inajulikana kama Posta Town. Piga hizi namba ambazo zinapita uweze kusema kwamba umetumwa na Eastern TV and they will be offering you some great discount. Hodari Homes manze tujiamini. What's up everybody? This is Director Samaritan 254 na kama hapa ni Eastern TV. Before we start, make sure that you subscribe, comment and also share this video ili kufikia as many people as possible. Guys, we have been doing the follow up story ya Jose, and baada ya kufanya story ya Jose kuwafanyia lot test, we came to realize that Jose and Lucy they've been in an affair. Wamekuwa in an affair or in a relationship that imefanya Lucy akakuwa pregnant. That is according to that lot test yenye tulifanya. Tumekuwa tukileta mama Lucy, tukaleta mamake Jose, tukaleta mamake Agi, tukaleta Agi, so many people, tukaleta pastor, and today we are very much lucky. We are very lucky to have Pastor Susan. My mom's name is Susan. So siwezi sahau jina Susan. So we are with Pastor Susan, who is the current pastor mwenye atakuwa akishikanisha harusi ya nani? Ya Jose na Agi. And tumemuita sababu we want to interact with her and know why she has taken this project. Na asema ya kwamba she is the one who will be uniting this couple, waweze kuoana na waweze kuishi pamoja happily. Now, without more into kuongea mingi, I want to introduce her, tuambie ni nani aswa ishia pa genuine pastor ama ni pastor tu amesema leo ndajiekelea ni kuwa pastor. Sasa mama,
Poa sana.
Wacha nikuita mama because you are a youth. Naona bado wewe ni myang kama mimi. So your name please, aweza kujintroduce kwa watu wenye wakujua.
Naitwa Susan. Na mimi napenda life na napenda God, and I'm happy to be here at Eastern TV.
Wow.
Yes.
We called you na ukasema kwamba ukatuuliza must I come live on cameras? Why were you fearing to come on live on cameras?
I think because we have a lot of negativity on the media. And I thought probably it was a solution I can give just from what you call a stone throw. So, and also again with my schedules, I do things here and there. So probably I thought if it's something that I could easily clear without coming, or in time, in matters, my schedule, it could save a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we come to this matter, this issue of Jose and Lucy and Sharon or Agi. You've seen the videos trending on social media, umeziona zikuwa YouTube, zingine zikuwa TikTok, and what is your perspective, first of all, about loyalty test?
From my end, it's very interesting. I think I've watched a few videos. From my end, really, I cannot say because I see people crying, and it's very emotional. So I can't really tell whether it's in the first place. It should be in the society. You people, you really hurt. You hurting watu sana.
Sisi ama ni wao wanajiacha.
You hurt people.
They're the ones who are hurting each other, because when I take your phone and I go through your messages, when I see any message that is so fishy, your spouse akisoma akiona ni wewe unachezana, akianza kulia, si mimi nimekulilisha.
You see, we have two sides of it, and I think it's from the angle of which we see relationships. You people also mkona makosa, and also from their end, watu wenye mnafanya loyalty test. Unajua loyalty test inatuonyesha what kind of society we have. Inatupatia kumbe hizi ndo vitu huwa zina happen. Watu unapata watu wanatembea kishikana mikono, lakini at the end of the day it's filthy. So society, partly it's positive, partly it's negative. So for me, I think also being female, I don't like seeing a lot of hizo emotions na hizo fightings na after hizo discoveries. It's a lot of pull and push. So I don't know, maybe to achieve viewers, they can judge from there.
Okay. So Susan, Pastor Susan, let me put
Susan is okay.
Susan is okay. Let me call you Pastor Susan because you're a pastor. Have you done theology or are you a qualified pastor? Ama tu umekuja kwa hii harusi kuishikanisha tu?
I've been to a theological school. I went to NPBC. Yes. Where I did my Bible and theology course. Okay. Yes.
And right now you were about now we come to the real story now. The story of Jose and Lucy and Sharon. Who do you know in this circle? Who do you know mostly? Ni nani alikuita akakwambia now come? Because we understand on the first time kulikuwa na pastor mwingine who was a male. Now there is a female who've come on set tukaambiwa ni kwamba ni yeye atakuwa anashikanisha this wedding that is happening on 27th. And we would like to know, how did it happen ukajipata kwamba you are the one who's in charge of this wedding now, ni wewe unashikanisha watu wawili?
Joseph has a sister called Jennifer, and I'm a friend to Jennifer. So Jennifer is a very learned person, and knowing the angle of which, she's brainy, she's God-fearing. So when I spoke to her and listened to what she had to share, I took interest to this matter. Okay. Yes.
First of all, is Jennifer your friend?
Jennifer is my friend.
Your friend?
Yes.
Jennifer is tattooed, eh? Watu wenye wanatuwatch, you remember Jennifer from that clip yenye imepita. Jennifer is tattooed. What is your take now that Jennifer is tattooed? Are you planning maybe to put a tattoo on your hand pia kama Jennifer, because you said that Jennifer is your friend and birds of the same feather flocks together?
Jennifer put the tattoo before she got born again. So she had a life. So this is someone that I have known for, let's say, for some time, and I know her previous years, and she had a life. Ile life unasemanga ni, and now she's in the she's born again. She can't go on peeling skins. Unaona kama earrings nakwambia toa. Yes, so what do you do with a tattoo that is on your body? So myself, I really understand that part. And in our churches, we can't keep on chasing people who have tattoos. Yes, so but then it's not also an encouragement that now that you don't have, go have, so that you can be similar. There is a lot of spirituality behind tattoos, and it's not an encouragement. But we are not supposed to push away people who have tattoos and they had a previous life. Wow. Yes. So
now that the wedding is happening on 27th, I'll keep on repeating this because I can't wait for this wedding. You as a pastor, Pastor Susan, how much were you paid? How much were you paid to take part on this wedding? And because the other pastor was paid 60,000. Ni pesa ngapi umelipwa as a Pastor Susan?
I think matters being paid. You cannot pay a pastor. But there is something where we put it as honor, and you don't, from my end, I don't put a figure and say you come and this is what you have to do so that you can. I know there are a lot of stories out there, but you cannot also hinder people from the will of appreciating ama unakatanga gift. Ukipa birthday gift ama. So from it depends with the motive, and also it depends with who. Yes.
It depends on who.
Yes.
So like we've seen Sharon's or Agi's family boosting, wanajigonga kifua nasema that we have money, we can afford any kind of a pastor that you want, and right now all of a sudden tumeona Pastor Susan amekuja. That's why we are asking ourselves, and even the people who are watching us wanauliza, how much was this pastor paid? Because kuna mapasta wengi wamekuwa kuja hapa, kuna pastor wamekuwa wakitafutwa. Wewe ukajitolea ukasema kwamba you are the one who's going to you are going to be part of this wedding, when utashikanisha watu. Do you feel like you did the right thing? Because the other pastor alisema kwamba he will not be part of this wedding until we get the clear evidence that Lucy is pregnant or she's not, okay, she's she's carrying Jose's pregnancy, and this pregnancy must be taken care of Jose, so that in that process kuweza kuleta the clear picture of this wedding, because watu wawezi kubali hii wedding iendelee kama Lucy ako pale akiwa pregnant, na pia Jose mwenyewe hajasema kwamba he will be taking care of the baby that is carried by Lucy. Una feel umefanya kitu poa wewe mwenyewe kuweza kuchukulia hii wedding?
One, I can say that as I said, there is no amount of money that can pay a pastor. We don't use the language payment. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no payment that has been done, because you get paid from a normal working environment. You get paid after working. So, and you get paid in wages, in salaries, in all that.
Maybe you'll be paid after kushikanisha watu.
So as far as I'm concerned, we don't have that kind of conversation. You understand? And then coming back to what you're talking about, my question will be what we are working with facts, and then we are working also with truths, and we're going back to the angle of the biblical angle of what we are handling. And we've seen people in weddings, even in movies, when the pastor say who wants to object the wedding, and someone uko nyuma anainua mkono anasema I want to object the wedding, alafu wedding inasimamishwa, watu wanakula mchele, and then later we realize that people who are jealous, people who had their own reasons, probably chali alimkataa ama dem alimkataa, but they use let me say pity party to stop a wedding. So the reasons why you stop a wedding, they are one, from a very biblical angle, and number two, they are low terms. Let's say things like marriage certificates. Unaona, tuonyeshe marriage certificate, tuonyeshe probably testimony from a witness from the other family, vitu kama ratio, you know, from that angle we can have negotiations. But vitu za kuinua mkono na kusema that is my husband, for me I believe let people have their good peace, and you know, in life and all that. Yes.
Now you are referring to people who raises their hands and wanasema kwamba tunasimamisha. Lucy didn't know where Joseph normally goes to for fellowship, na hakuwa anajua anything to do with this wedding. All of a sudden hii kitu imetokea, inaonekana kwa messages that they are planning to do the wedding, calls zimefanyika, zimemekiwa, inaonyesha that they are planning even about how they'll be doing the drone works and everything. What una feel right now when you umesema you'll be part of this wedding, if it was your sister who's pregnant na mtu mwingine anafanya amemake pregnant na akafanya kitu kama hichi, would you come and be part of the wedding ya huyo mtu mwenye amefanya your sister akue? Put yourself in Lucy's shoes.
The same thing. Ingekuwa wedding ya sister yangu, I will go back to facts. I will go back to one, we have things like DNA to prove that this child is yours. You know, randomly hata saizi nikitaka kusema niko na mtoto wako, I can really attract a lot of pity party from around, but from the true sense, we have science, we have law, we have truths, we go back to scripture, we have a lot of things that can really prove. So by saying niko na mtoto wa so and so, that does not really stop a wedding. Yes, so in terms of our watu kabisa wataoana, so we draw back and we get facts. And from my understanding, Joseph clearly said if the test is done na mtoto wake, yeye mwenyewe ameagree wedding haitaendelea, na which I also agree. na from that angle I believe we are making a lot of sense.
Have you ever come across this kind of an issue before? Because for me this is my first.
I think marital issues and love issues are very sensitive and presently in our society. Lakini sasa unajua sasa when it comes to love hizi ni vitu za watu wawili, but then hata kama ni vitu za watu wawili kuna the patterns which we follow, and as long as they're within the boundaries hawajavuka mpaka to, for example, vitu kama polygamy. Unaona polygamy now, that is totally not, as long as we are not headed to that direction, then I believe it is okay. Yes.
If today DNA was to be done today, na isemekana kwamba mtoi ni wa Jose, would you still continue with the process ya kushikanisha watu wawili?
Isemekane mtoto ni wa Jose? I think on my end, I would love to sit down Joseph again and want to know a few things about his lifestyle, having the understanding that I'm not his pastor necessarily. So I would love to know a lot even from his lifestyle and how he's been living in the first place, because we don't attract babies through diffusion or osmosis. So this has been a journey, you understand? And again, I say ini something of about 2 weddings. By the time that, let's say, the place of he fell, unaona, let's say ama have that kind of reasoning that mtoto ni wake, it means that this man fornicated, and but what is his state of heart currently? Has he repented of it? Because again, you cannot force him on the first marriage, on the first woman, if truly that's what you're talking about. So has he repented? Has he agreed that I am sorry? Because we have a lot of people having sex here and there, but on the wedding day they will still put on a white shirt. Is that a white shirt, a white nini? But it's just that who usually have sex na tukapata results za mtoto. But people are fornicating, but on the D-day wanafanya nini? They dress nice and appear on the wedding. So before even I go to join the wedding, and that's why I said for me it's about values. What is the state of this man? What is the state of, because now we are talking about people from a church context. Kama walikuwa na the first pastor, inamaanisha Joseph akuwa na pastor and all that. So what is the present spiritual and value present state of? I will not really be quick to dismiss him, because we are not called again to dismiss people. People have errors, weaknesses and all that. Yes, so for me, sijui kama nimekujibu, but knowing the present state of Joseph in terms of values, now that he's not sleeping around and impregnating other more women, unajua kuna life reckless. Kuna life reckless, but unaweza pata ni ile tu mtu for some reason ali fall. From that angle, na he's truly repented, we can consider the wedding. Wow. Yes.
So I have so many questions, but zingine naona si necessary kukuuliza. Now, but the wedding is happening on 27th, again I repeat.
Yes.
And on this day there are a lot of things. Are you part of the plans, everything that is being planned about the wedding? Are you part of it? Ama umeambiwa to come ushikanishe wedding?
I'm aware of probably where the reception is and where the venue is and who is coming, who is not coming. So for me, the general understanding I have, but unajua of course kuna nitty-gritty is about colors. That is not really it's not my area. Sasa ukijua wanavaa purple, it's not really my area, or yellow or green. So I will say that there is a part I know and there is a part I don't know, but I'm part of the plan. Wow. Yes.
So on that day, walikuwa wamesema that the media people wasikue present, but we will be there to make sure that we cover. We'll talk to the both families ndio tuweze kuwaletea this wedding live, and you'll be there venye kama kawaida venye umesema utakuwa ukishikanisha. I'll also be interviewing you on that day of the wedding. Now, is there anything that you like to tell the people who are watching you, people who've started judging you akisema that ungeshikanisha ya harusi? What can you tell them?
I will say that we see life even when walking generally as a Christian, we see life from a very straight angle. I would love to understand. Every case presents itself differently, but the solid matter is the truth, and what I can say, the value system from the Word of God. So as I said, watu wasema singeshikanisha. So from that angle, mimi naweza sema, based on the research, based on candid reasons that are vitu kama hizo nimesema, laws, kuna vitu hata sheria yenyewe itakata hiyo nini. For example, if I'm married to you and I have a wedding certificate, and then someone else comes to marry, unapata hata law yenyewe itasema huyu mtu amefanya nini, ameoleka. So we are talking about those kind of facts, but hizi vitu za machozi, you know what, attracting pity party.
So you want to say Lucy was pity partying?
I didn't mention anybody.
I mean, nakupiga vita because Lucy came here and cried.
Yes. You see, I've not interacted with Lucy. I've not interacted with Lucy unless she wants to reach out so that I can, which actually myself I will reach out. We have a few days to the wedding, so we are not necessarily, the wedding is not today, like the verdict is not today. So tukona a few days to sit every party down and have very real conversations, very practical conversations. We can even have more counselors, people from the law, and have very candid conversations. I will also extend my hand to invite other ministers of the gospel, so that I'm not doing things from just my limited to what I know, but it's important to hear wisdom from other sources. Yes.
Wow, guys, I was your host, Director Samaritan 254. Now, kama uko pale, maybe you'd like to get some treatment. Radiant Group of Hospitals is offering you very nice services. Ukienda pale tu uambie umetumwa na Eastern TV, unaumwa mgongo, unaumwa na kichwa, or maybe uko na any kind of a condition you have, like arthritis, maybe uko na asthma, and ungependa kutibiwa, Radiant Group of Hospitals is the place to be. Our branches are at pale the river, kuna moja iko Kiambu, kuna ingine iko Kasarani, na kuna ingine iko pale kunaitwa Jepangani. Just call the numbers that are running on the screens. Just tell them that you've been sent by Eastern TV, and they will be giving you some great discount. I was your host, Director Samaritan 254, and until next time, we are out. Peace.
Love that you show me, yes, that I cannot take it for granted. Love that you show me.